Welcome back to the Coosa River Farm Boys. We've got Otter with us. We've got Gracie with us. Jeffro's missing today.
Jeffro, we're sad to report, is missing.
His father-in-law passed away. Been sick for a pretty good while, and Jeffro's up in, I think, Brilliant, Alabama.
Brilliant, Alabama.
Yeah, for the funeral. And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that kind of northwest Alabama, maybe?
I know it's north. I ain't sure if it's east or west.
All right, but we're back with y'all on January, what's the day? 17th, okay? And we're in a weird weather, or a regular winter weather pattern, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sun for a couple days, rain for a couple days, maybe a cold front in there as well.
A few warm days, a few cold days.
All right, well, what we're going to talk to you, we've got a couple things we're going to do today. All right, and Otter is wanting to get back in shape. He's wanting to walk a 5K. And we're gonna, I'm gonna get Otter back on a bicycle. And Otter, when was the last time you rode a bicycle?
Oh, it's been
20 years?
No.
It's been more than 20?
Yeah.
All right, but you know, I feel like for sure, I'm not gonna make you ride a bike today, but I think for sure you could get on one and ride. So we're gonna talk about some things today. What to buy at a big box store, what to not purchase at a big box store, and we're going to look at 2 or 3 different types of bicycles. All right, I ride a lot. Now, I've acquired these bicycles over a period of 10 to 15 years, so I didn't get all these at one time. I couldn't afford to do that. All right, step to the side, Otter. This is a Townie, a women's bike. Now, this is my wife's bike. Now, Otter, you're kind of a beach mom, right?
Yes.
Have you seen these down at the beach, this type bike?
If I did, I don't really
Okay,
remember.
this is, some people refer to it as kind of a beach cruiser. All right, this is great for riding on roads, riding on rails to trails, which we're going to be taking y'all to the Chief Ladiga Path on a Tuesday when we get some good, nice weather. Now, my youngest son likes to ride this bike because it's extremely comfortable. All right, and the last time we rode on the Ladiga, we're coming up on different bikes, and we saw a guy, and he saw my youngest son on this bicycle, and he said, dang, is your son riding your grandma's bike? Well, remember, comfort is the key, right, Otis?
That's right.
Comfort is the key. Now, Otis, how can you tell that's a girl's bike?
The dip.
Okay, now you know I'm a history teacher. Do you know why the girls' bike has the dip?
Because when the girls wore skirts, they could step up on it without having to pick their leg
Right,
up.
it was a step through. Just step through, Otter. Step through like you're going to step. Put one foot. He doesn't have to raise his leg up. Women in the 1800s wore skirts, and that kind of signifies a woman's bike. Okay, now, all right, this bike, bought at Cahaba Cycle, was about $350. I got the cargo rack added, about another $80. Now, my suggestion to you guys, do not buy your bicycle at a big box store like Walmart, Dick's, Academy. I hate to say that because those are all wonderful stores, but we've got lots of nice bicycle shops around in Birmingham, Cahaba Cycle, Bob's Bikes. They will service your bike, you buy it from them, and these bikes will last you a lifetime, okay? Whereas if you buy one from a big box store, you might use it 4 or 5 years, and things go to H in a handbasket on them. Okay, now Otter, going back to your days, which one of these handles is the front brake and which one is the back brake?
Well, looking at the cables, this is the front.
Negative.
No, that's not.
Okay. That's the back brake. That's the front brake. Now,
Okay.
You know from your youth, you don't hit that front brake first.
Oh, no.
All right, because you will go.
I do remember that.
Yeah. All right, and this is a 7-speed bike, and it's referred to as dynamic shifting. What does that mean, Otter? Dynamic.
She can shift on the fly.
Well, yeah, you have to be pedaling for it to shift. If you're trying to shift and just coasting, it's not going to shift. You've got to roll it to get it to shift. Now, this bike, and another thing that's very important is you always need your own bike pump with a gauge on it. Bike pump with the gauge. Okay, now, Otter, do you buy this at a big box store or a bike shop?
I'm guessing bike shop.
I'm guessing wrong. Big box store. See, that's why I'm
It's cheaper.
It's
Okay.
cheaper.
And it works just as
It works just as fine. Now, and you always need to check your pressure before you go out. These bikes, you want to run these tires at about 50 pounds of pressure. And that air inside there, because you know a little thing about chemistry, you knew about halon gas the other night, right?
Yeah, I know about halon gas.
Okay, he knows a lot of stuff. All right, but that air is always trying to get out and equal the outside pressure. So what you want to do is every time, usually if I go a week without riding, I've lost 10 to 15 pounds of pressure. And then that cuts down on your speed, right, Otis? Okay, now, this is a Townie, very comfortable bike. All right, now we move on to the next bike. All right, this is a Trek, and everything I got is pretty much Trek. Where's the camera, Otter?
Right, there you go.
Okay, Trek comfort bike, 7-speed bike. Gonna run it at about 50 pounds of air pressure, and your tires will have written on there what?
The pounds.
Right, a minimum and a maximum. Now, if you're on good flat pavement, you want to go close to the max, right? If you're on pavement that's rough, you might want to ease off on the pressure a little bit.
Make it ride smoother.
Make it ride smoother. Okay, now, what about this, your phone holder here? Do you buy that at a big box store or a bike shop?
Big box.
Very good, the Otter.
I learn quick.
You are a quick study. All right, that's to put your phone in, maybe car keys, whatever. Okay, now this bike, I rode it for 3 or 4 years. I could probably average like 12, 13 miles an hour. Now, once again, I want to say this. I'm not any type of professional rider. I'm just a hobby guy. This too is a comfort bike. You're not all bent over. And is it a boys or a girls bike, Otter?
That's a boy's bike.
All right, why, Otter?
Because it's got a bar across the top.
It's got a bar across the top.
You got to step up over it.
Now, I want to say this now, Otter. And I want to be very, and this is something that doesn't happen too often with me. I want to be very serious here for a minute. I have basically quit even country road riding. I ride either at Choccolocco Park, all right, or the Chief Ladiga Silver Comet that starts in Weaver, Alabama, and goes 94 miles to Georgia, to Smyrna, Georgia. Now, maybe Jennifer, our editor, your daughter, could put a link to the Chief Ladiga Trail.
Yeah, I think she can probably do that.
And we couldn't do it, could we?
No.
All right, now notice this bike. This is referred to as a hybrid. Okay, it is a hybrid. I'm going to run, poundage on this is about 55 to 85. When I ride it, I keep it at about 78 pounds of pressure. Okay, Otter, do you know what after factory means? Like if you got after factory speakers in your truck.
Yeah, they don't come on the bike. You added it later.
Okay, notice these things, Otter. What are those?
Grips.
Now they're called bar ends. Now, if you're going on a pretty long ride, you want to be able to change your hand position so your hands don't go numb. So with these bar ends, you can change your hand position. After factory bar ends. What do you think about that, Otis?
Okay.
All right. Now, Otter, when we go on the ride, this will be what I'm riding, and you'll get your choice of either the Townie or the comfort bike. What do you want, Otter?
I don't care.
Hang on. I got to give Gracie a little adjustment. Okay. Now, here's another thing. It's very important. Do you think this seat is high enough for you?
Yeah.
No. I repeat, no.
Well, I sat on it, Al, and I barely could touch the ground.
No. You want to sit on a bike. Hang on. Let me get on this thing. Otter, you got a lot to learn about bike riding. You want to sit on the bike, and Gracie, get out of the way. This seat is way too low. You want, on the downstroke of your pedal, you want to almost, not completely, lock out the knee. You want to have about that much bend in it. Now, you say, well, how am I going, when it's time to get off of it, you just kind of get off the seat and put a foot down, okay? If you have that seat low, you're going to look like a complete clown. But you're kind of used to that.
Oh, yeah, that's not,
okay.
That's not new.
Now, here's another thing, okay? You got a saddlebag. And Otter, I'm off camera. All right, I have a saddlebag. Now, Otter, I know what you would do with this. You'd put a tasty beverage like an ice cold Coca-Cola in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, that clips in. Always take an extra tube for your bike and a repair kit. This repair kit, if y'all can see, has a miniature pump in it, Allen wrenches, patch kit, tire tool, everything. Now, Otter, you know that I can't work on anything, right? So why do I carry a repair kit? Okay, if you're riding a rail-to-trail path, there's going to be tons of people riding. People will stop to help you. They can do no help for you if you have no repair equipment. But if you got repair equipment, they can get you back going very quickly. Now, I want to show you something else here. Are you ready to learn something else?
One more thing. I think I may have room for one more thing.
Okay. Now, Otter, why am I spinning that wheel like that?
Make sure it's round and in balance.
Okay. You want to make sure you don't... Hey! I'm going to have to give her an adjustment, guys. All right. So, I'm not shocking her. For those out there, she's just getting a little beep. Now, Otter, before that shock collar, what would she have done?
Oh, she'd been falling the ground.
Completely nuts. Now, you want to do that to see if you got any brake rub. Okay, now if you got disc brakes, which I can't afford, all right, now notice here I've got no brake rub. The tire is free floated. Now, if I've got brake rub, you can YouTube this. Take your Allen wrench and adjust these little nuts on the side, okay? All right, and you're ready to go. Now, Otter, all right, once again, there's two types of bikes I don't have in this picture here today. Can you name one of the two types of bikes?
Off-road, mountain.
I don't have a mountain bike in this. I have a mountain bike, but Otter, I'm 57 years old. My mountain biking days are over. To me, mountain biking, and don't let being older stop you from that. That's just not the kind of things I enjoy at this point in my life, and I don't think you would either, Otter. All right, I don't think you would either. And one other type of bike I don't have here today. This is a hybrid. All right, this is referred to as a Trek 7.2 hybrid. All right, now what other type of bike do I not have here today?
A racing bike?
A road bike or racing bike. Okay, I don't want to be all bent over. Once again, that's personal preference. All right, but $350, $350, about $500. If you want to buy a racing bike and you want to buy a decent one, now Otter, I don't have a defibrillator. You're going to need to spend $2 to $3 grand.
Oh no.
I just can't do that. You can go to a bike shop and get one of these low-end, good bikes, probably under $500. I know that sounds like a lot, guys, when you can go to a big box and maybe get one for $120. But have you ever heard that saying, Otter? You get what you
pay for.
You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. Now, Otter, and I know I'm boring Otter to tears, but I hope there's some people out there in YouTube land who can appreciate this. Otter, it's not the heels that get you when you're riding a bike. What's the thing that kills you?
If it ain't the heels, I don't know.
It's the wind.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a headwind. Now, coefficient correlation. You ever heard that term before?
Yeah.
Back in math in high school? What grade did you take algebra in?
8th or 9th, 8th, I think.
So what year would that have been?
Oh, God. Let's see. 70?
70. Okay. If you have a 10-mile-an-hour headwind and you're going 12 miles an hour and you hit that 10-mile-an-hour headwind, it's going to slow you down by half the speed of the wind. It's going to drop your speed 5 miles an hour. Now, tailwind's not the same. It's going to pick your speed up 2 to 3 miles an hour, but it's not the same because you're going with the wind. There's a lot of math that goes with that I can't get into, nor do I understand. I don't understand how electricity works, but I don't sit in the dark. Do you, Otter?
No.
Okay, so we just wanted to talk a little bit about bicycling. If you're wanting to start this new year off with something that's low impact, a little different from jogging, the thing that's going to happen when you start riding a bike for the first time, your butt is going to be sore. Now, do I wear fancy biking shorts? No. I just wear some PFGs, Performance Fishing Gear shorts. Now, Otter might be one of those to say, man, my rear end is so sore after this 10-mile ride, I'm never going again. But what happens is the old butt toughens up. You ever heard of buns of steel, Otter? I've got buns of steel, guys. It never bothers my butt now. So, have you learned a good bit here today?
Oh, yeah. Learned a lot.
Okay. All right. Now, this is going to end this little segment. All right. But we got a little lake stuff to do, hadn't we?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Now, talk a little bit about merchandise, Otter.
Okay. We have Wendy Surratt that's going to do our shirts and stuff for us now. She's up and running. So we do have a few shirts right now that are large and extra large. And some of them have this logo, and some of them have our other logo. We really like that logo.
Yeah, that tells when we were established.
Right, and but we also got available tumblers, coffee cups, koozies, anything like that she can print on. We can fix. So go to our Facebook page and message us.
Right.
Any of us, our farm book page, Wendy's page, Jennifer, my daughter, Jennifer Gallup's her page, and we can get you fixed up.
Now, our sweatshirts sell at $30.
$30.
Have we got a price set on
We're talking about maybe $20 for tumblers, maybe 25 if you want your name on it or something.
Right.
And I'm not sure about coffee cups and stuff like that yet.
Right.
But we'll get you a price if you want it.
Now, I want her to do something else I didn't even think about Sunday at church. Wendy, we go to church with, just a wonderful lady. All right, she has her own business. You know what? I love a bandana.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we could get some bandana.
Yeah, and that reminds me, she does hats also. So.
Right, we're going to get deep into that. And hey, before we go any further, and I know we're dragging on here a little bit, and maybe Jennifer can cut some of my crap, but we want to thank all our viewers for getting us over what magical number 8 months in to our YouTube.
300. We're over 300 subscribers, but that don't mean stop. We still need everybody to subscribe.
Right, and we're having a little issue. A lot of people watch our channel, but they don't know how to subscribe,
right.
Do they? You just got to hit the subscribe button.
We got 3,000 Facebook friends, and we get a bunch of views every week, but we need subscribers. We need everybody to subscribe. It don't cost you anything. It don't blow up your phone. Just hit that subscribe button on the bottom right.
Did you hear Gracie's whining for subscribers?
Yes, yes.
Hey, now it's time to hit the river, isn't it?
Yep.
Are you going to tell me where those crappie beds are?
Not yet.
Oh, gosh. Hey, we'll catch y'all in a minute. All right, guys. Otter, we're picking up some baskets out here now. Let our viewers know that this is indeed legal.
It is very legal.
All right.
Al went and got his license, his little permits for the baskets. And the only thing is we can't keep game fish.
Right. To the left, Otis. Slow me down. Slow me down. Reverse it. All right. And it's got rotten cheese in it. Let's see what we got, Otter. See if we got anything.
We got cheese.
We got a few squealer cats. I'm just having a rough year on this this kind of fishing this year. But I will not, I repeat, I will not give up. Otters want me to give up.
No, I ain't wanting to give up. I'm wanting to catch a sack full so we can have another fish fry.
Yeah, and these little catfish are known as squealers. That's some rotten cheese there, Otis.
Yeah.
Now I will go back and separate the game fish out and throw them back. It won't take me but just a minute. Now I'm gonna tell you what, I'd eat that little fella. I guarantee you I would. All right. Notice, viewers, who's doing all the dirty work here? It's me. It's me, it's me, it's Ernest T. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, otter is a very good boat drum. I'm gonna put a bunch of holes in this thing. Try to get that cheese out there. All right, you always want to put your cheese up toward the muzzle. You never want to throw your pocket knife in the lake. Otter, have you ever done that?
Oh yeah, I throwed one in the ocean one time. I didn't mean to.
Did you go in after it?
No. We was fishing on the pier at Camp Helen.
Camp Helen.
And I dropped it between the slats and right down into the water it went.
About what year would that have been, Otis?
Ooh, that would have been probably late 60s.
Late 60s? All right. For the next one, Otter. I'm having set in rotten cheese. Nobody ever said
Who
the catfish.
who throwed the old cheese bag down right there where you said, Al?
I guess I did. Well, I didn't wear my best shoes and stuff.
Where's the next one?
There's two of them up there pretty close together. Now, Mr. Smitherman said to put them in very shallow water, didn't he?
He did. After a big rain, he said put them in shallow water.
So, now Otter, show them the house you almost bought.
Well, we almost to it. We went back and forth on this house for a couple of months and just never could work out a deal. But where we live now, the water is a whole lot better, but this house is a lot nicer.
Well,
than
if you had bought that, me and you may have been too close together.
Might have been. We also looked at that other house right up just in the next slough up from you, Al. But it needed some work, and Marilyn didn't want to fool with all that. I kind of like the house.
Well, we're in the back of Hazlet Slough now. For y'all who are watching this, don't come out and run my baskets. That wouldn't be nice. Somehow these ended up getting real close together, didn't they?
It looks like it.
All right, I got a feeling, as Lieutenant Dan said, there's, whoa, that cheese is slick, Otis. Man, that's some slick stuff. I'm gonna set on the cooler this time.
I think that'd be good.
Otter, I do not remember putting these things out this close together, do you? Alright. Let's just ease me up to this one. Hang Reverse. Ooh, this one feels heavy.
That's not good.
I tell you, I've been doing this for a lot of years. Where's my jug? Oh, at the top. I've been doing this for a lot of years, Otis. And I have not seen a situation like this in quite the while. Have you, Otter?
No. Of course, this is the first time I ever really done this.
Okay. Well, I'm going with it. I feel like Lieutenant Dan in Forest, Otter.
Yeah.
It's just not going too good, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna put a fresh bag of cheese in there. And you know what stupidity is, Otis?
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
We're gonna put this one out. We're gonna leave this in here. Hey, now that right there, you see that right there, Otter? That's where a turtle
Got a hold of it?
Yeah, and tried to pull it through. Or a beaver, or your namesake.
I
can't get that one yet, Otis.
Well, I was just trying to get us out of this weed bed, Al.
All right. I'm just trying to get this one ready.
Me and Mariner was on the patio yesterday, and 2 beavers swam out of the slough up across the front of the pier.
Wow.
That's the first time I'd seen 2 together. I'd seen them, but not 2 together.
Well, it might be beaver mating season. Would you think that's possible?
It's possible, but I don't know.
Otter, if you sling me out of this boat into this river, how big a boy are you?
6 foot, about 200.
Well, I believe you a little more than 200, Otis.
Well, I'm up to about 205. I am.
Now, you did lose a bunch of weight, didn't you?
Yeah, when I retired, I was 225.
Now that you're working out a good bit, seems to be helping, didn't it?
Yep.
All right. Where's the other one?
It's around here. I mean, you took so long on that one, I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay where I needed to.
All right. I can't understand it, Otis.
Uh-oh.
What are we in?
We in shallow.
That ease is fine. I got a feeling this is going to be full of fish.
Well, I kind of doubt it. The other 2 wasn't.
Woo! Man, we got a big old catfish there. All right, just ease us on that.
That's what we're doing. We're in forward and we're just kind of easing without gassing it too much.
All right, once again, there's where your beavers attacked it, trying to get your cheese out of it. 3. All right, we're trying a little bit different location with these traps now. So we're trying them a little bit further north and deeper.
What, you hung up, Al?
Yeah. Somebody needs to clean this boat out.
I wonder who that would be.
Well, you're retired. You got me all hooked up in a dang. You know what? I'm gonna put the muzzle that way on this one. All right, now Otter, I got a question for you.
All right.
We brought out about 10 chicken gizzards. Do you want to do a 30-minute, just throw out some noodles and see what happens?
We can do that.
All right. We'll pause, we'll get the noodles out, and then
Before we pause, we talked about merchandise a while ago. We have this, and I don't know where there, you can see it pretty good there. So if you want a tumbler like this, we make him put your name on it. We'll get with Wendy. But this is the kind of stuff we're talking about selling. 20-ounce tumbler.
All right, Otter, you've learned a lot about bicycling today. haven't
Learned a lot about bicycling and learned that basket fishing ain't doing real good right now.
Oh, hey, but that's how it is with fishing. You know, I've gone out there and come back in and clean 70 squealers. Now, for our viewers that don't know what squealers are small catfish you cook whole, okay? But we didn't do good. We put out a few jugs, didn't do good. But boy, it ended up being a beautiful, when we started today, it was very cloudy, wasn't it?
Yeah, rained all morning.
All right, Otter, another thing real quick. Since we last filmed, tell the people what happened down in Selma, Alabama, Autauga County, Coosa County, Tallapoosa County, Chambers County.
Yeah, we had, what, 6 or 8 tornadoes in the state last Thursday. And we had one long track tornado that went from Selma up through Autauga County, missed my brother-in-law, sister-in-law's house by only about a mile. And then it went on through southern Coosa County,
Kind of between
Tallapoosa County.
Yeah, just south of Alex City on Lake Martin.
Yeah, we had some friends of ours on Lake Martin that lost their house, had ripped the roof off totally. You could stand in the living room and see the sky.
And my sister had a good family friend that they lost everything on Lake Martin. And that thing tracked on into Georgia. And I think the National Weather Service has said it was an F3.
I think so.
All right, now, I watch a lot of Cog Hill Farm down in Clanton, Alabama. Jason and Brooke and Mary Carl, they are originally from Selma, but they have a farm in Chilton County now in Clanton. But his 100-year-old granddaddy got hit in the head by a rafter, and fortunately he's okay. Now, Otter, me and you go to Fayetteville Baptist Church. We're part of the Coosa River Baptist Association.
Right.
But Jason from Cog Hill Farm said the Shelby County Baptist Association sent relief teams down there. They're emergency relief teams. And he said they cut all the big trees off his granddaddy's roof, was just helping everybody, and I think they were going to move east from there to hit those areas. So big shout out to the Shelby Baptist Association for sending their relief teams there. And Otter, we will continue to progress into tornado season, which usually for us is worse in March and April.
Right. We have tornadoes from November to maybe June.
Right.
But the worst times is November, December, and maybe April and May.
Right. All right, but this was kind of an unusual weather event. But look, shout out to them. We had a good day today. Otter knows where to buy bicycle stuff at a big box store.
Right.
And at a specialty bike shop.
That's right.
Hey, Otter, what buttons do you hit?
Subscribe, like, and share. And what about that bell?
Hey, you gonna hit that bell for notification. We will keep you posted on merchandise, and we'll see y'all next week.